These hands were once worth a fortune. His drawers were packed with luxury watches. Even his cheapest car was a Lamborghini. This man was Stephen Strange. He was once one of the greatest surgeons in the world. Even when a patient was declared dead, Stephen could bring him back from the brink with just a few minutes of surgery. But those nearly perfect hands were destroyed in a terrible car accident. Metal pins were driven into them just to hold them together. Stephen could no longer hold a scalpel. He also lost the identity he had once been so proud of. He tried to recover every single day, but nothing seemed to work. Little by little, Stephen fell into despair, until one doctor gave him a new hope. He mentioned a former professional basketball player. Doctors said he would never walk again, and the doctor who made that diagnosis was Stephen himself. But now Stephen was standing right in front of him, watching him walk normally. The man told Stephen about his incredible recovery. He also mentioned a mysterious place that might be able to heal Stephen's hands. So Stephen traveled to Kamar-Taj. That's where he met the Ancient One, but she told him Kamar-Taj had no advanced medical equipment. Everything here depended on the mind and spirit. Stephen thought the whole thing was a scam. He immediately got into a heated argument with the Ancient One, but she calmly raised one hand and struck him. The next second, Stephen's soul was ripped straight out of his body. The Ancient One sent him through countless different dimensions. Everything he saw completely shattered his worldview. Stephen finally realized how little he truly understood, so he begged the Ancient One to take him as her student, but she coldly turned him away. She had seen a dangerous resemblance between Stephen and Caecilius. A few days earlier, Caecilius had stolen secrets about the Dark Dimension. The Ancient One immediately entered the Mirror Dimension. She confronted Caecilius head-on. With a wave of her hands, the surrounding buildings instantly duplicated and twisted. Space and gravity kept shifting around them. Caecilius escaped using portal magic, but the Ancient One easily broke his spell. She chose not to pursue him, because she had already seen what was coming. She knew Stephen possessed incredible talent. He simply needed time to truly grow. Under the Ancient One's arrangements, Stephen was eventually accepted as her student. She showed him the energy of other dimensions. She also explained how ancient magic worked. Magic was like code for reality. It could rewrite the rules of the world. Stephen immediately began training, but he still couldn't truly master magic. He blamed his injured hands for his failures. The Ancient One quickly proved him wrong. She suddenly sent Stephen to Mount Everest. She told him he had to make it back within 30 minutes. Otherwise, he would freeze to death. Stephen had no warm clothes or protective gear. He had no choice but to desperately practice the portal spell. Finally, Stephen managed to open a portal. He made it back safely just in time. Stephen's magical abilities quickly improved. He could even secretly borrow spellbooks from Wong, but Stephen still wasn't satisfied. He wanted to learn even more. One day, Stephen secretly opened a forbidden spellbook. He followed the instructions inside. Then he placed the Eye of Agamotto around his neck. He began rapidly moving his hands. Suddenly, the amulet released a blinding green light. A massive magical circle instantly wrapped around his arm. The next second, something strange happened. After gaining the power to manipulate time, he found the two missing pages from the book. He successfully restored them, but what he discovered revealed an even bigger secret.